Hello.
Hi, there's Michelle.
There she is.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Kate's coming.
Oh, good.
Elizabeth might be a few minutes late.
Yeah. And then Mel is sick. So,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, poor Mel. She's been
Yeah,
through the ringer.
Mm. She said she thought it was the flu. It's that time of year.
it is. It's
So who's going to take notes?
It depends who's chairing. Kate and I haven't decided who's chairing tonight.
Kate's joining now.
Okay. Hi, Kate.
Hi.
All right, is it my turn to chair?
It is, and I'm happy to take notes tonight if
Okay.
that's helpful.
Yeah, that was just the question Pam just asked, so perfect. Okay. And Elizabeth will be a few minutes late, but we have enough to at least look at the minutes, right? We have three people here, so. We have
Four.
four people
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I sent you the December minutes. Did I get the time wrong? I thought that we were meeting at 7:30. That's what I
You
had in my
know,
notes.
I I think I intentionally set the meeting for 7. And so I
Okay.
think that I thought we said we'd meet for 7. But
Yeah,
I
it
could
wasn't what I had in my notes.
it could also just be a typo and I'm misremembering what I did.
I think it
Okay.
was 7.
You had it as 7?
Yes.
I
Okay.
didn't, as an official meeting note taker, I didn't. I had it as 7:30, so I
Okay.
don't know. Okay.
Okay. So in any case, here we all
All right.
are. And
That's the only thing I have to change. I'm sure these are perfect.
yes. Okay.
No, go ahead and read them if you haven't read them yet. I sent them,
Okay.
what, today? Oh yes, and we're officially starting the meeting. You still have to record? Uh,
Yes.
there's something weird on my screen. There we go.
Yes, we still have to record
Okay.
as
Okay.
far as
We
I
are recording.
know. Yeah,
Did you start it?
should be recording as far as
How
yes,
can
it's
how
recording.
can you tell? You can tell, but
Um,
we can't tell,
Up at
right?
the top of well, when you sign in,
Yeah.
it tells you it's recording.
It says
Oh,
so on my computer.
I
And
don't
then
know
I
where
don't
to
know
look. That's
on
why I was
others.
asking.
yeah, and then if I
Oh
hover,
yeah, now I see it. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. But
Okay.
when you sign in, it should tell you the meeting's being recorded
Okay.
and you
Okay.
click, you allow it.
Okay. I never did that.
Just go
I
without,
just joined.
yeah, okay.
Do we pass the motion and then talk about it, or do we talk about it and then pass the motion?
You have to, in case there's any changes, you talk about it first, then you make the motion.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So I
don't
have some
care about
comments.
Robert's rules in this regard. You are actually supposed to have a motion
Oh,
to
you are?
review.
Oh,
Yeah, but we've never cared about it
yeah,
in the
we've never done it that way, so I
eight
didn't know.
billion years that I've been.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Brad.
Okay, Brad, yeah.
Um, there's boldface on some header
Oh,
things,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
and we could put
I
them on
changed the
all,
font.
or
Yeah,
we could take
I'll
them
just
out.
bold it. There was no space at first, and it was like, this was getting too hard to read, so I made it bold. I thought I did it in all of them. Thank you. Fix
Um,
that.
then in the minutes for October, agenda item 2,
We
it
already
says,
passed those
I
last
know,
time.
I'm talking about these minutes, that what this
Oh,
minute says about that approval.
oh yeah, uh-huh.
It says after one sentence that was not clear was deleted. I would just say after one correction,
Oh
make
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Where's this next one? Oh, in number 5, library
Mm-hmm.
updates.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the fourth bullet, substantial completion,
Mm-hmm.
not yet. I sort of felt that either needed to say more or less, and I suggest taking it out because the rest of it
Okay.
covers
Okay, that's fine.
everything.
It's just what I wrote in my notes, so
Yeah.
okay, that's fine.
then two more bullet comments later, Marianne shared
Mm-hmm.
that I don't think we need that. It's just the broadband committee did something. But I also thought it was, Marianne, did they give us a grant or did they get a grant?
They have a digital equity grant.
They have a grant that they're
Yes.
using for us.
Yes, so part of their grant was so it's to provide digital equity to residents of Shutesbury. And
Mm,
part of how they're providing digital equity is making sure the library um, you know, has digital equipment available, has internet, has high-speed internet and
yeah.
digital equipment for the different uses that people need in our modern digital society.
So in
Okay.
that case, I misunderstood, and the rest of that sentence is fine, but I just didn't feel Marianne shared that the was needed, and we could delete that part.
Yeah, I added that it's what it was for digital equity for Shrewsbury residents.
Okay.
Because somehow I missed that. Okay.
And then a little later, things at the spare library will have to be packed. The second line, the brigade, it could happen, may not happen. I was thinking we should take could happen out, delete, and just say may not happen due to snow on the ground.
Okay. I didn't catch that. Thanks. Yeah, that's what I meant to say, but I don't know why I had the other one.
Let me see. I had one more thing.
I even read this, I did after I typed it.
I've just been editing a book.
When you type it, it's harder to
It
see.
is harder, I
You
know.
get in the
Yeah,
middle of it, you can't read the words anymore.
yeah.
Next steps. Bullet point, find the library mission statement and update it to reflect the new policies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a minor point, but
Okay.
anyway, those were mine.
Okay. Anything else? The person I knew that was the best at editing, she was the special ed administrative assistant at one of my former districts, and she'd been trained as a law like assistant or something. She would read the sentence, all of the sentences backwards, and that's how you can tell. I'm like,
Oh,
wow, isn't
interesting.
that interesting?
Reading them
Obviously, I didn't do that.
out also really helps because
What's that?
reading
What?
out loud also really
Yeah,
helps.
that's true. I was in a hurry. I misagree. I had just finished a curriculum review and I needed to get out and go Christmas shopping. So, anybody have anything else? No? Okay. Anybody want to make a motion to accept them with the changes that Brad suggested?
I move that we accept the minutes as amended.
Okay.
I
Anybody want
second.
second? Okay. And then we'll do a roll call. Pam
Yes.
and Brad
Yes.
and Kate
Yes.
and Elizabeth.
Yes.
Okay. And Michelle. Yes. All right. And let's move on to the annual report.
Should I
Any-
share it or did everybody get a chance to
Yeah,
look at it? Do
I
we?
did.
I read it, yeah.
Um,
There
I
was
had
a
a
lot
few,
in there.
I had a lot of
Yeah.
corrections, but other than that, it was great. Yeah, a lot of detail and
all
Lot
right,
of
if
detail.
you have corrections, why don't I share it?
okay.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
make them, because I think there is definitely a chance that there are correct.
It's just typos.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, alrighty. So do you want to start with yours, Michelle?
Yeah, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth paragraph down, second sentence. A new fundraiser in fiscal year 2025 was, you had an S instead of,
Oh, S instead of an A, it's because they put
yeah,
it's right next to the A.
but
Um,
it was a donate a paver campaign. I
Yeah.
mean, is that what it's called
Um,
specifically or?
I would
didn't
put it
really
in
have a name.
apostrophes.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Oh, like these.
Yes, from there to
And what
paper.
about hyphens? And do these go before the period? They go like that. Okay.
So
Uh,
I would put it donate after paver, the
okay.
apostrophe.
Okay.
And then the answer is in England, the full stop is after the apostrophe, and in the US, it's the other way around. So
All
if
right,
you were going to put one there, it would come after the period.
because we're in the US. Okay,
Yeah.
I won't remember that the next time. I just cannot remember those things. I have to look it up every time. So, okay. But I know that it's supposed to go someplace. So, okay. Okay, just like that. Good. Oh, and it's 186 people. But
Cool.
Oh, okay.
That's
actually,
very cool.
186 pavers were ordered.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
because some
Okay.
people ordered two or more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the other one thing I had was like in the next
Um,
page.
okay.
You only need one
order.
ordered there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Um,
There you
okay.
go. That's much better.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay.
You could do
Next page, Michelle.
186 engraved pavers since you took the engraved out later if you want.
Lovely. Yes.
Yes, there you go. Okay. It was the next page,
Thank you.
under programs, the third paragraph down. It was just a typo for the spelling of reptile. A live retile exhibit instead of
Oh,
reptile.
yes. Yeah, that's reptile. Okay.
That was it for me, but Brad might find something. He usually does. Or Kate.
I did have a few.
Are
So
we starting at the beginning?
yeah,
Okay.
I feel like the way this is written, there's a whole section starting at the top with the heading you have.
Yes.
And then we move down to
Hours.
the Spear Memorial Library. And we're really talking about the top is talking about construction and the
Right.
bottom is talking about everything else. So I thought of putting a heading before the Friends of MN Spear that said current library work
Um,
or something, but just so you can tell that they're two sections.
right. I was thinking that the Friends was part of the construction project.
Okay, then
Yeah.
maybe put it
And
above
then,
hours.
so then we can
instead.
put library operations.
That would be great.
Okay.
And then in the top section, the construction project section, the paragraph that starts in February, I sort of stumbled when I read that the first time because then I realized we'd changed years. So if we just added comma 2025, made it clear that we've moved over to the new year.
Okay.
Because before that, we're talking
Yes.
about 2024.
Right. It's because it's the fiscal year that straddles
Yeah.
the calendar year. Okay.
And
And then,
that's,
so then should there be a comma after 2025? I don't think so, but Kate might have an opinion.
What are the
I
odds
make
that
up
I'll
my
have
own
an
rules on
opinion?
those things now. I've gotten
I
fed
don't
up
think
with
you
it.
need a comma there.
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
That's it in the whole entire thing?
I mean, you could take out some extra spaces.
No, well, that's all right. Unless
Makes
they're
it easier to read. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody
Yeah,
else?
yeah, you could take out the spaces. I would do that, but that's okay. Anybody else?
There.
All right, so somebody want to make a motion to approve the annual report as amended?
I move that we accept this report, the annual report as amended.
Okay.
I'll
Can I
second
ask
that.
May I ask a clarifying question regarding the motion? Marianne, is this something that we're required to approve or
Yeah.
just we accept? Okay,
Yeah. This is
can we
your
amend the?
report.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. So can we amend the motion to be, I move that we approve the annual report as amended? Cool. I'm gonna take that as a second, Brad.
Okay. All right, then we will do the roll call. Pam,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Kate,
Yes.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
and me. Yes. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
It's done.
Um,
Yay. Okay, so the big part is the meeting room policy. Is there anything you want to update on move-in first, and then we can switch to the meeting room policy? Any word on
So,
the insurance or anything?
so I spoke to two different people at the insurance company today. Um, uh, they agreed that we'd been waiting a long time. Um, they're very nice. So, um, so there's two things. There's insurance, and then there are still things in the library, like the lighting controls are not fully installed. But they're coming tomorrow to do more work on the lighting controls. And they're supposed to work tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, and finish up on Thursday with
Mm-hmm.
lighting controls. There's about 10 to 15% of the shelving missing. Um,
Oh,
uh, and we had hoped that would come this week. They had 2 days when they had time to come and finish installing. If they got the missing components, tomorrow's one of the days. They're not coming tomorrow. There's still a chance they could come on Friday. Um, and and then there's a bunch of little stuff that won't affect operation. But um so so there's so there's a little bit of dangling. Oh, and then there's like getting the insurance and being able to function. And I would say the shelving would get in the way of being able to function. Um, and then right now we have a certificate of occupancy. Once we have insurance, the contractor is fine with us sort of moving in. We've already started moving in, but moving in and starting to use the space. Um, we the contractor officially hands over the building to us when we've reached substantial completion. We the architect is responsible for signing substantial completion, and that so there are two outstanding items. One is the lighting control, and the other is the solar panels. So the solar panels are installed and energized and working, but they are not connected to National Grid. And and today we discovered that and they've been inspected, and the electrical inspector went to sign off on it, and the electrician didn't take a separate permit with National Grid for the solar panel. So the electrician has some paperwork to do. So these are just glitches in the way. I think there are always glitches in the way. Certainly with this particular project they're having, but I don't think it's unusual. So those are the things that are kind of outstanding. There were missing ceiling panels. Those have all been installed.
good.
Uh, and it looks better without holes in the ceiling. And 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 then there's a lot of landscaping that's not done, but that won't get done until the spring. This landscaping that the contractor was supposed to do, and then there's the landscaping that we need to do, but that doesn't affect us being able to open.
Mhm.
So those are all the things, and with the insurance being our biggest obstacle, that we have no control. We have no control over any of these things, but we really have no control over that. But I certainly expect it this week, that we'll have that the town will get. So what they'll do is they'll add the library building to the town's policy, the town's list of policies, and then the town will have to accept it. So, that's where we are with that. So, and Rita is helping with it, and Haley is helping with it. So, and technically this is a town hall thing. But I've been kind of trying to encourage the insurance company by calling and having friendly conversations with them. So,
I have a question. When you say the town has to accept the insurance, does that mean the select board has to vote on it or something? Or
no, the
no?
town administrator can sign off on it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That makes it easier.
Yes, that does make it easier. So anyway, that's what we're waiting for.
Okay.
Yeah, and that, and then if so next week is Christmas, I'm sure everybody is aware. Um, and that is if the shelving doesn't come this week, so I think Christmas Eve is Wednesday. I think there's, like a really slim chance that it would come next week. And then there's really only, 2 days that they would have to do installations. That's not 2 days worth of work. And then the following week also has a holiday, although that doesn't affect quite as many people and people don't take quite as much time off for that one. Um, so I'm hoping to hear that the shelving components are in and that they can come this Friday. Um, but we haven't heard anything yet. Except on Friday, they said that they hadn't heard. So,
Go ahead, Kate.
Are we expecting that our provisionally held grand opening date will be pushed back?
um, I, so the group of folks that are meeting and planning the grand opening, I was going to bring this up with them tomorrow. But it's, it's possible um, I mean, really, so for the grand opening, um, we would want the shelving complete. Um, and and we can't fully move the collection in until the shelving is complete. Um, and there are just places where we couldn't put the books up. We'd have to move them all again, and um and I think and then well, I've made it clear to the contractor that we're not paying the electric bills until the solar is providing the electricity. So
Okay.
so I'm not worried about that. Um but but I guess that group meets at 1:30. I'm gonna call the shelving vendor in the morning and see if I can get any updates from them and um see what they say. But I hope not, but I think we need to be prepared.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm not sharing. Michelle.
Oh, go ahead, Brad. You had a question or a comment?
Two questions on electrical. I think on what substantial completion. You mentioned that I think the contractor is responsible for getting everything done, and the electrician working for the contractor didn't complete some paperwork. So now they have to complete the paperwork. But does that also mean um, the electrical company, National Grid, would um, have to wait for that paperwork before they schedule something? Do they have more work they have to do in order to get the solar panels connected to the grid?
National Grid has to put a
National Grid.
meter on the building.
Say that
Um,
again.
they have to put a meter on the
Put a
building
meter.
Right.
for the solar.
So no, we not only have to get the electrician to do their part, but wait for
Yeah.
Right,
the scheduling black
right,
hole of
And
National
they've
Grid.
been
right,
slow in the past, so I
Yeah.
sure hope they aren't too slow.
right.
So that was one question. I mean, to me, that's the biggest unknown of all the things you mentioned. Everything else seems to be slow but falling into place, and that's a who knows what National Grid will
Right,
do. And
right.
then you also mentioned, oh, the control panels for the lighting. I think I got lost. What are we waiting for on those?
Parts and actually, so we're waiting for a touch screen control panel for um one or two of the spaces. And those parts haven't arrived. Um and so there are other parts that have arrived that they're installing tomorrow, but there are things like So some of the rooms have occupancy sensors. And so the adult reading room has an occupancy sensor. And so if there's nobody in the room, some of the lights go off. And then if somebody comes into the room, the lights come on. So all of the rooms are supposed to have those. And so in the adult room, it's working. In the children's room, it's not working because all of the controls aren't there. So they can't be set up to work properly. But they have enough stuff that's arrived that they're planning to work full days tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. So
And they have the pieces to install?
they have some of the pieces, and then in one location we're going to use a temporary alternative.
Okay.
Um, and then when the piece that we're waiting for comes in, they'll come in and they'll change it out.
Okay. That doesn't sound anywhere near as bad as National Grid.
No.
Yeah, that part.
And the thing is, I can turn on the lights. I
Yeah.
can go into the building now and turn on lights in the whole entire building, and then I can turn them off. I just have to go into the electrical service room and hit the circuit breakers. But I know which ones to do and have done it many times now. But that's not the normal way of turning on lights.
Yeah.
And then all the lights are on all the time. So.
Okay.
We've
Thank you.
had training on using the HVAC system, training on using the AV system. Then we discovered that they forgot to include a microphone for the podium, so I ordered that today. And we need a microphone for the grand opening celebration, but that'll definitely be here before then. And then but we've had training for that. The AV is going to be good, I think. Um, and then we have to have training, like the plumber has to come and give me a tour of the water service room and show me how to shut off the water if there's an issue.
Mhm.
And then we have to have training on the lighting controls. But we've scheduled training on the lighting controls 3 times where I've had 3 other people, scheduled to be there with me for
Yeah.
training on the lighting controls. And then I've had to reschedule it. So I said, now I'm waiting until they've actually got it installed before I'm willing to schedule it again.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because it's a lot of scheduling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? Okay. All right. So we look at the meeting room policy.
yeah. So Michelle, I think you sent a Word document and I have a Google Doc that I think is
I
what.
know, but I wasn't sure. I mean, I have to access it. I use my Gmail account, so it was just easier for me, just so people could look at it.
Okay. So did you download it and turn it
I
into it?
did.
Yeah, okay.
I did.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to do
All right.
PDF. I just sent it to it as a Word doc.
Okay. So why don't I share the Google
Yeah.
Doc?
It's just
Okay.
hard to read, so I printed it out. It's just easier for
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to
Everybody has their ways, right?
that. Oh yeah, no. I prefer Word documents myself.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
just want to see if this is it. Okay. Um, okay. I just wanted to make sure we were looking at the same.
Yeah, yeah. No, I got it from the Google Drive.
Oh, it's gone. Where did it go?
Oh,
There we go. Okay. So,
oh, it disappeared again.
it
How weird.
disappeared again. Isn't that weird? This, share. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay, it's me. I did it. Okay. Um, all right, there we go. So here I see one big so I haven't looked at this since the last time we all looked at this together. And one thing that I see is under number 6, behavior and conduct. It says all attendees must comply with the library's patron conduct policy,
All right, which don't have yet.
which we
Right.
don't have yet. Um, so that,
Marion, before we go too much further, could
Okay.
I ask you for a favor?
yes,
Could you please hit Control plus once or twice?
Oh,
Thank
that's how you
you.
make it bigger. That's great.
Okay.
That's much better.
Do you want to go to the top or do you want to?
Yeah, let's start at the beginning. It
Okay.
just
It's a very good place to start.
Okay. We can see why we have things highlighted. All right. Okay. Oh, and then okay. Um, okay.
So this is our updated mission statement. Someone found it and pulled it in. Is that correct?
I didn't do that.
when I started working on this, Kate, I did ask Marianne for it, and I think so that should be it, I guess.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Um, okay.
There's a verb tense, sorry, a noun verb agreement problem we should resolve quickly, I think, up
Okay.
above in the previous section. Meeting rooms are important extensions.
Hmm.
Oh, some weird,
And
oh,
you
this is
should get,
Grammarly wants that to be,
yeah, we'll ignore that, but it would be good to get rid of the by because it's
uh,
not necessary,
right. Okay.
comma.
Let's see, comma, providing
Thank
space
you.
for learning. Okay, there we go. And so with this, I don't have to click save. Now we're in
Right.
Google.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Before you move
Okay.
down further,
Okay.
um, below the paragraph, meeting rooms, above purpose and priorities, I would take out the extra line space.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have three more things.
Okay.
I'm scanning through my copy. Um, so in let's see if I can find this.
All right. This was a place that number 4 answers a question that I had. Um, so
In that
okay.
section, number 4, I felt number 4 and 5 say the same thing. And I didn't think we needed to say it twice.
I agree. We could delete number
Yeah,
4.
I agree too. Yeah,
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 that's fine with me.
Can
I
I
agree.
ask a question? Does anyone remember our committing to the Library Bill of Rights? Is that minuted somewhere?
Not that I know of.
I saw it, I know I saw it in other policies. That's why I put it in there.
Yeah, I think it's fine to have, it's just if we have not affirmed our commitment,
Yeah, we
then we
should
shouldn't
probably do that.
reaffirm it. We should probably
Yeah.
just affirm it.
Should we do that at another meeting or just do
Let-
it now? I mean, I don't know
Let's
what it is off the top of my head.
let's make it affirm rather than reaffirm right now.
Yeah, and then I think we should, I think it's fine. We have a couple of separate documents that we could add to next agenda. And one is we could vote to affirm the Bill of Rights.
Yeah.
And another is we could create the
Patron
um,
conduct policy.
patron policy.
And we should delete number 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
then that new number 4 starts the trustees. And I would expand that one to say the library board of trustees and in parentheses here and after the trustees, like you do further up with
The
something else.
library. Mm.
Mhm.
Is that done further up?
You
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
it
for the
Shrewsbury
library
Public
itself, you do
Library,
it. Yeah.
but I don't think you do it with the
Okay.
trustees.
Okay. All
So
righty.
this was the first mention
So,
of the trustees in the text. And then we can say
Hereafter,
hereafter
the
the
trustees.
trustees.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hereafter, yep.
The first sentence in the next section is a little clunky. I think it needs to be tightened up somehow.
And the trustees should be in quotes.
Yes, agreed.
Oh, right. And it's not hereafter, it's hereafter.
Mhm. Right.
And
But
National
then there are a
Forest.
bunch of other places where it says the library board of trustees, which we can shorten to
right, right.
the trustees.
So we can do
Right.
that here.
In the next section, the first
Yes.
sentence.
Okay.
Does that first sentence seem a little clunky to anybody else in under non-endorsement and public notice? I know what you're trying to say, but it just feels like it could be a little tighter or clearer.
Where are you?
The very
this-
first sentence, permission to use the library meeting, it's the latter part of the sentence that just feels like it needs to
Maybe
be.
a bit of a run on, maybe if it
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
sentences or something. Let's see here.
I actually think it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like elegant prose, but it's clear. I understand what it means. The only thing I might say is I might switch the order so that it does not constitute endorsement of the program beliefs or
There
policies
you go. That's what it needed.
by the
Yes,
rest of us.
that's exactly what it needed. That's why I think it felt clunky to me. It just felt
Yeah.
like wasn't, I knew what you're trying to say, but it just wasn't working for me.
Um, program beliefs or policies by,
And can I ask a question?
but can we just,
Yeah,
yeah, all right, does that look right?
I mean, the only thing I would say is there a library apart from the staff, the trustees, or the town? Like the library is a building,
Right,
right?
so the library staff,
Yeah,
Yes, I
the
thought,
library staff, trustees, or the town. Yeah,
yeah.
thank you. That's easier for me to read.
Yes.
Oh, that's much
That's what it
better.
needed, yeah. I don't have any issues with the rest of that section.
and should it be programs? Because the others beliefs and policies are plural, so programs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I would actually, ignore me. Never mind.
You sure? I would defer to you for grammar and writing. So,
I might take out the before programs.
Yeah, that makes sense because the others
oh,
didn't
there
have
you
the,
go.
It's much
yeah,
better.
that's
Okay.
what it needed. Yeah, that's much
Yeah.
better. Thanks. Anybody have anything else with this section? I don't.
I
Something
have one.
is highlighted for some reason.
Just above that. I'm still in number 4,
Yeah.
Library Board of Trustees. This is just what, how could I put this? A parenthetical comment to us. I read this as we don't not rent for any reason based on the group trying to rent? What if it's a hateful group, a deliberately divisive group? I mean, I don't know how to put that into words. I don't think we do, but someday we may have one that we don't want to accept.
Regardless of beliefs or affiliations.
Anyway,
If we accept one, we accept all.
I
I'm
mean,
happy with that. I just thought I would
Sorry, I'm
point it out.
trying
I
to,
mean, I hear you I and I want to agree, but I do know that Massachusetts is has more hate groups than any other state, actually, not in size or power, but in just sheer count. And that, many advocate violence. And so I just wonder, given the level of political violence that we're currently seeing, whether we, fuck, I hate this. I hate even having to think about this.
Well, we could revisit it if we get an application, right? Just say, well,
I think if you have a policy and an application makes you change it, then that's bad policy.
mm,
Well, and I think that that's we can't really affirm our commitment to the Library Bill of Rights if we're doing that necessarily.
Exactly. Yeah, we would have to change it. I mean, I hear you, Brad, and I'm torn about this for myself, and I think if there's no I need to look carefully at the Bill of Rights, but if there's no provision for illegality, then I have a problem with it.
My point was to point it out. I don't have a suggestion. I think what we say is the best we can do right now. But if we keep that in mind, to look for, is there a way to put it to give us some kind of ability? It's to me that's part of modern life, the ugliness of some parts of modern life. Anyway, I think we could move on for that.
okay. So the very last one is highlighted, and I don't recall why. Does anybody know?
The reservations,
Because we didn't know if we would put it on a public events calendar, because that would be a big responsibility.
right, and we originally thought,
Oh, right, that's right.
yeah, I think we will put it on a public events calendar. It's just that the meeting room policy won't go into effect until all the different pieces are done, like the patron conduct policy and the public
Mhm.
events calendar, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
um, so and the affirming of the Bill of Rights. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Right.
unhighlight this, I think. None. There we go. Did that work? Yes. Did it
no,
or not?
No, it's still highlighted for some reason.
Um,
maybe pick white.
Or the
Yeah.
Or use the paint roller.
It still didn't,
Highlight
So
any other
weird.
text,
That's
Marianne,
so weird.
any other text, highlight it and click this little thing right under the insert.
so like
It looks
highlight
like a
this
paint
one.
roller. Yeah.
All right. And
And
then,
then click the little paint roller right under the insert under on the,
oh, over here.
yes, highlight that
Okay.
and then roll over the formatting you want to get rid of.
Just roll over it. Do I click?
Yeah, click and drag over it like you would if
Okay.
highlight it essentially. But
You
I
know
thought that,
what? I'm gonna do this in a
okay.
Word document. okay, on it
Okay.
or on a desktop. So I'll just remember that I'm taking away that highlighting.
And then should
Okay.
may be will?
Um,
I think it should be may, and I think that sentence should start with although reservations for the meeting room may. I don't think we should be committing to that. I think the main part of this sentence is
oh, I like
capacity
that.
is the
Yes.
sole
Yeah, that
responsibility
makes
of the.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
Especially if it's
that's
a last
great.
minute reservation, you may have, it may
Right.
not be a convenient time to add it. Makes sense. Okay.
And then we can put those two sentences together, comma after calendar and lowercase p.
No. Okay.
That's a full stop or period, not
Oh,
a comma.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
They put those right next to each other too on the keyboard.
So I have a question. So should it be publicity for events will be the sole responsibility of the sponsoring individual? Or is this sole responsibility?
I think
I
it
think
should be is, I'm sorry, Brad,
agreed.
because this is a policy that will be in effect.
Okay.
It makes sense. Okay, I'll be ready to go to the next section, authority and administration.
Very beginning, delete library board of.
Oh, yeah.
So then it should be the trustees establish.
Establish.
Oh, and I had so we have this sentence, the trustees establish the policies, rules, and regulations, and then drop down two paragraphs. And the trustees retain final decision-making authority. I thought those that above sentence and this sentence should be combined.
Yeah, or at least that one
Yeah, that
moved to
makes
the
sense.
above paragraph.
That makes sense.
And delete the extra line space. Yeah, and then I would take the library director's paragraph and wrap it up to the end of the other one. So it's just one paragraph of all these policies. Yeah. Great.
So okay. Okay.
In the we might have passed it already. Questions or appeals. Oh no, we got that already.
Mm-hmm.
Was another
I got it. I got
okay.
it. Well, you were, yeah, okay. The Board of Trustees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other comments in that section?
No.
Okay, let's move on to the next part then. So we still need to do something, a small policy for the small study room, right? Are you just
Yes.
combining all these two things?
Um, well, I think we have to get through this and see, and then I think we may need to add some things for the study room, but again, I haven't looked at this since the last time
Okay.
we all looked at it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a question because it is there, so I just wasn't
Yeah.
sure what we were going to do with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Should it
Okay.
say a wall mounted monitor? Yeah, yeah.
I think we can get rid of small and just have kitchenette. A kitchenette
It's small.
is small.
Yeah,
Okay.
Then it would be a kitchenette.
right. Table, chairs, wall mounted. You want a wall mounted monitor?
Yes. Yeah.
You could also have with audio-visual AV connectivity instead of and.
Do we have a clause on damage? Whenever I read audio-visual equipment, I think of how easy it can be to damage some of that. Do we have anything that says it's any damage is the responsibility of the renter?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Um, I think we might need a clause about damage from negligence or misuse rather than just like anything that breaks, you have to pay for it. I don't know
Right.
though. I'm not a lawyer.
I think there should be I don't think we should put it right there though.
Yeah, there's something several pages in called liability
Yeah,
and hold harmless agreement. That might be a place to put it.
yeah. There's also something that talks about like cleanup responsibilities and fines
Mm-hmm.
somewhere.
And before we move on from the meeting room descriptions, I think for those first sentences with capacity, I think though that's sort of like bullet style and the rest of the sentences are just regular sentences. So maybe we could just put something like the capacity is approximately 50 people.
Well, then the next sentence just ends up being a phrase instead of a full sentence, equipped with a kitchenette, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Maybe you just want to have a comma there
It
and
is
lowercase. You want to have a comma there?
where
Uh, if you say the capacity is approximately
I
50
just changed
people.
it to it is equipped.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Just needed
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
clear.
Oh, let's see, I'm gonna put the meeting room. Okay. Um, okay, how about this? The meeting room. Okay. Okay.
That's good.
And then you could just do the same thing below the
Mm,
small study room.
right.
It is located. Yep.
Mhm.
This is
Yep.
good. Thank you.
And is available.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll go on to the next section, eligibility and use, which is a long section. You know,
So
number two might clarify that issue you were talking about, Brad, because anything that's going to use the rooms has to engage in civic, educational, cultural, or community activities that align with the library's mission.
So this is something, sometime in the past month, I got an email from an indivisible group, which is
Mm.
a progressive, um, democratic, leaning political action group asking if they could use the meeting room. And
Mhm.
and I didn't think there was anything in this policy that would preclude that. But if the if a local Republican group asked to use the meeting room, there's nothing in this policy that would preclude that.
Right.
Right. Um,
I just
and
haven't there been a lot of court cases and stuff about hate groups using libraries and being legally able to do so.
there have.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
just I just think that most libraries affirm this Library Bill of Rights, and then you sort of have to let anybody come and do a program. I'm not
yeah,
saying that I agree with that. I'm just saying that I think that is something that libraries have run into.
Yes.
yeah. And I
And
think
so
what's you're
if we are exclusive in some way, then we can't affirm that Bill of Rights. I think that's probably true.
Right. And I don't think we should be exclusive because the part of the whole reason for having the library is to encourage interconnectivity and communication. And if we and and to be sort of a cultural crossroads. And if there are people who have ideas that that we have to create ways for people who have diverging viewpoints to meet and communicate with one another. Um, Even if it is, one group in the meeting room having their meeting and another group in the hallway saying, we don't like what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a matter of law and overall principle. You're probably right about that. I also think that, what constitute like political action committees usually have a 501(c)(4) status. Many of them do, which is about civic
Right.
Right.
education and action. So you would have a hard time uh, uh, and parties as well. So you'd have a hard time excluding any political actor. Um, I think I'd like to read it and I would just like to see, if the discourse is illegal, are you allowed to exclude it? Um,
Yeah, definitely.
because there are free speech limits, right? Anyway, thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't
So
mean to
so we'll
hijack.
keep thinking about this and I'll see if I can do some reading about this and I'll send out a link to the Library Bill of Rights
Yeah,
and
that would be good.
I'm
and
putting it in the notes,
okay.
Mary, in the minutes.
Yeah. And 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 so we can just keep thinking about it.
Thank you.
Okay. Where were we here? Oh, we're on the list on this first page. Is there anything else?
I have something in number 8, a little bit further down.
Okay, is there anything on this page? Or are we good? Can we go to the next page? Okay. All right, go ahead, Brad.
So it's another library board of,
Oh, right.
Okay.
and there's one more of those in the middle of 9, private functions, a room
Uh,
rental fee.
It's highlighted one, yeah.
yeah, it's one.
Did we put the fee somewhere else? Because I made a note to remember to ask about that.
There's a whole chart at the bottom of this.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought we had, but I just wanted to make sure
yeah.
we talked about it. Okay, great. Then I don't think I have anything. Anybody else?
I
The
don't.
only thing which is very small is that if you ever rent the sack, they make you bring your own trash bags.
Really?
Rent the who?
The Shutesbury Athletic Club.
Oh, I
Hmm.
rent the Orange Town Hall every now and then. I run dances there, and I don't think they've ever actually made me do this, but my contract says we bring our own trash bags and take our own trash out.
Hmm.
Last time we went away with twice the amount of trash we brought in, but we did take it all out with us.
Uh-huh.
So there's one difference with the SAC. So the SAC is a private organization that has to use Shutesbury's pay per throw system. So they get 50 free bags and
Oh,
then
right.
they have to buy bags after that.
Uh-huh.
And the library doesn't have to buy bags.
I
But I do think that we might have put in here somewhere that people have to take their trash with them. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it does say
removal of all
removal of all
trash.
trash.
Yeah,
But I just didn't know if we wanted to say something specific or if we would provide the bags.
right. Um, so I think we say that they have to provide their own paper goods. So maybe in that section we can say, well, I mean, we can say, let's see. Um, so the renter is responsible for setup, cleanup, and removal of all trash and recyclables.
Hmm.
Um, uh, um,
The renter must bring their own garbage bags
Yeah, I'm
or
sorry.
trash.
This is such a small thing.
But provide their own.
provide, there you go. I mean, it is a thing, I just bought trash bags. There's a cost.
Well,
So,
and I think it also makes people be a little bit more responsible about the
yes.
amount of trash they are
Mhm.
going to generate.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we've already got the legality clause.
Where?
Never mind. Right here,
Where?
number 10. I think that covers us.
Yeah, right.
Maybe. I mean, I don't think there's a way to properly cover us. I just thought it was a subject we should be aware of. I think anytime we did choose to uh not have anyone, there's a problem, a potential problem. They might not like it.
They
Right.
might sue us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
but that's true with any discretion we have. When I'm working with nonprofits, dance organizations, people are always have often asked me about liability insurance, and I say the insurance isn't so much for the possibility that someone would sue you and win. It's just for the possibility that someone will sue you, and they don't have to have a legal justification to sue you. The suit is the worst part of the whole thing. It's
Mhm.
just what we live with.
Yeah.
We'll have our insurance, but anyway,
But I think that that statement makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have no objection to this statement.
Yeah. Okay.
And that covers us for other things too that wouldn't be sort of speech related.
Exactly. I just think it's broad enough clause that it addresses a bunch of different issues,
right.
including criticism for allowing people to use library space. That might also happen. And I think
Absolutely.
we want a policy that explains the choices that we are, the policies that we're writing and our basis for them. So
Mm-hmm.
I think those two clauses taken together, assuming that we do affirm the Bill of Rights, um, also affirms our rights and the limitations of our judgment.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Okay, is there anything else in this section?
So this frequency of use, no individual or group may reserve a meeting room more than twice per month.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so what if um somebody wanted to offer a 4-week basket weaving workshop and every Monday for 4 weeks, and we had the room on our schedule, and so I um do you have a thought?
I have a proposal
Okay.
because I actually think this should be at your discretion.
That's what I
Hmm.
was
I
thinking.
Yeah.
was thinking that what you could say is you rarely individuals or groups may reserve meeting rooms more than twice a month at the
Okay.
library direction
Okay.
directors or something like that that
Okay.
gives
How
you
about
the
keeping the sentence as it is and saying instead, except at the discretion of,
Right,
yeah
right.
Yeah.
or yeah that makes sense.
Exceptions
e-
may be made at the discretion.
Yeah, it makes total sense, like the thing that Rory did, Well,
Yeah.
we was only, yeah, so
Yes,
something
that was
like
a
that. It makes
library
sense if it's a
program.
program, yeah, and it's a
Right.
short-term
Yes.
thing, unlike someone who
Right.
wants to be there more than twice a month for like 6 months.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
you could
and
have
then
a
you change
semicolon after month. Oh, sorry, Brad.
the same thing.
Grammarly agreed with that semicolon. So, okay. Um,
Okay, anything else on that one? Well, if we go to the next section, reservations and scheduling.
oh, town boards and committees. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Application requirements, middle applicants aged 14, 17, s- uh, only with the sponsorship of an adult who must be present
Yeah.
instead of will.
Yeah.
yes, yes, must be.
Okay.
Grammarly probably wants before instead of prior to, and I agree with them.
Which one?
Next bullet down,
Oh,
where prior to is, it's probably Grammarly saying, why not just say because? Or before, rather.
Yeah.
And
I think you,
the
yeah.
end of 3, there is, of course, only one person who's going to be responsible for both setup and cleanup.
Um,
Or
what if it's
change it to
not?
people. That
I
covers
think
everybody.
might want one person who is accountable. Like they might decide that it's a shared responsibility for the group, but you, Marianne
Okay,
wants a
I'll
person
accept
to
that.
hold
right,
accountable, I think.
right. Okay.
I think Marianne at the bottom of 4, the second bullet, again, exceptions may be granted at the discretion of the library director.
And that sort of, I think it contradicts what we say a bit above, right? About town
Right.
committees. Yeah, so we can maybe remove it.
Just we just take it out altogether.
Yeah, because it's already
Yeah.
in there.
Right.
But that part's good, the renew request thereafter, because you don't say that up above, I don't think.
Okay.
Should we designate what privileges? Are we talking, I mean, it's just the privileges of using the room again, right?
Right. So for
What?
their meeting room use,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Makes sense.
And then down below, an emergency.
Good catch.
It is the responsibility of the applicant to confirm the library's status.
Closure status?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of think that's like clear because of the heading,
Okay.
but
I think it
yeah,
doesn't hurt to just put it in there.
I agree.
Okay. Okay.
So you're wanting the applicant to check social media or the website or call you at the
Right.
library to confirm it. Okay.
Right.
I'm wondering about, I don't think it's bad to remind people about removing waste from the premises. I'm wondering whether, I'm thinking about where to put language about,
Oh, we could put it here.
yeah, I'm just
Um,
wondering if it makes more sense with a fee schedule or, oh, sorry,
but
no, it's already there. What I was thinking, sorry, about was like breaking stuff. Um, like if it should be rooms must be left clean and orderly. Um, and any breakage or damage must be reported.
I would put that in a separate clause. I feel that's equal to custodial and room setup and restoration, that
I
it should be
see.
its
Okay,
own numbered item.
that makes sense.
So Marianne, if we can, when you're done, if we can delete that and move it to a new numbered
okay.
clause.
Where are we moving it to?
I think
We
we need
can
a
make it the new
new,
number 2 and move everything else down.
Okay.
Mm. So it'll be a new number 2. Custodial services will become number 3. Just bump
Okay.
custodial services
Okay. So
down.
what's number 2 gonna be?
Um, uh, breakage or damage.
Okay. Um,
If you go to the end of premises and do a return, what happens? Go up to the previous and hit return. Oops. And now can you back tab?
yeah,
Will that get it to move over? Shift tab.
Yeah, you should be able to there. Yeah, you gotta back up again.
Oh, are you on you're not on a computer, you're on a pad?
I'm on a
Over there.
laptop. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do, oh, okay. I'm gonna do this. Um, and then I'm gonna do this.
There
Okay.
you
There we
go.
go.
And then what are we calling it? Breakage and
Um,
damage?
breakage or damage.
And then we're gonna do, okay, backspace, backspace. Then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do, where are the bullets? No, not that.
For this one, I
Um,
think if you press return and then tab, it will move over.
Yeah, it
okay,
should. It should.
there we
There
go.
you go.
Okay, now
It's
we
gonna
put
be,
this.
yeah.
Okay. And then we'll take this one out.
Hmm.
And then to add
Oh,
something to that clause, maybe another item that's the responsibility. Kate, you said it.
Yeah, here's what I think I said. You know, breakage or damage due to negligence or um malice.
It could be accidental damage or willful, accidental or willful.
Yeah. Well, no, see, I was thinking like, okay, so somebody falls over and takes a chip out of a piece of furniture. That's probably not something you're going to hold people liable for, I wouldn't think. But so I was thinking more of like, you don't get properly trained and you screw up the AV system. You blow out an amplifier, or you destroy a microphone. You didn't pay attention or you weren't, behaving responsibly, that you should have to pay for, I think.
Negligence or improper use of equipment.
There you go.
Yeah,
That sounds
There
good.
you go. Good. That was good.
thank you.
Because on the next page, it says under liability and hold harmless agreement, individuals and groups using library meeting rooms assume a full responsibility for any injury or damage arising from their use.
Oh,
So we kind of did
so
this
maybe
already.
that
Yeah,
covers it.
assume full responsibility.
So
So in the
and
case,
then at the same time, we know, just like we know there are library books that get damaged that we never, unless you find it right away, you don't always get, people don't always pay for it. This is going to happen too, right?
Mhm.
It's part of the cost of doing business.
it
Okay.
is
Yeah.
the breakage or damage be reported is still important. The users our financial responsibility is, was it Pam who pointed this out, is covered in 8.
Yes, I pointed it out. It is.
It's
Michelle,
covered in 8, so it's covered above or below.
below. So we could take
Yeah.
out that users are, oops, the numbers have changed.
Yeah,
No,
it's under the liability and hold harmless agreement. It's
number
the
9 now.
yeah. It's the very first statement bullet. So
Yeah,
It's
I
slightly
think that's
different
right.
statement.
It
Injury or
is.
damage to equipment.
To
Yes.
furniture or equipment, furnishings or equipment.
yeah, furnishings, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, the whole room actually, like, please don't write on the walls. Please spray paint the walls. I don't know.
Um, to the facility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Furnishings and equipment, yeah.
It's,
That
is
makes
it
sense.
it's or it's? I never know. It's furnishings and
Like that.
equipment, um, arising from its use, their use.
No, it is their
From
use.
Okay.
misuse.
Um, all right, so let me go back and take that other one out. Um, D.
We just have to take out the the last bullet,
This one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. So have we gone through custodial?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
It's just that I caught that other one that was similar to what we were
Yeah.
just looking at.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, the only thing that, yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Seems good.
Yeah, custodial services look fine. Looks fine to me.
You know what I want to do?
But
So we have a full-time director, and then we have a library assistant who works 15 hours a week. And then we
Mhm.
have a library circulation clerk who works 6 hours a week just on the weekends. And I think it is a lot of responsibility to put on their shoulders this idea of a satisfactory inspection. So I think it has to be of the library director. And then the library director writes a check back to them or returns their check. Okay? Um,
Yeah.
because that's a lot to ask of somebody getting paid to work
so
six.
where are you doing? Where is this?
So this is
Under
the
custodial services?
yeah, for
Oh, I
private
see. Okay, by
personal
library director. Okay.
deposit. Yes, okay.
but
Okay.
it's also useful to have flexibility or their designee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, what if you're on vacation?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that way, if there's an issue, it can be, like now, anytime there's something that's challenging that comes up, people are told they have to talk to me. So, and I think that that's how it should be. So,
All right,
okay.
is everybody okay if we're gonna run overtime? It's 8:22 right now.
Yeah, let's get it done.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if
What's
the,
this? Okay, go ahead.
no, we might be saying the same thing, but I was brief instruction regarding use instead of in use.
Yeah.
Where is that?
It was, so we're under audio visual equipment and it was
Okay.
the second bullet.
Okay. No, I was just going to ask because I don't know what mine is about food and beverages. What is there is no sink is part of the kitchenette. Is that correct?
There's a sink. Are you looking at the dishwashing
Yeah.
facilities? Yeah.
Yeah.
So no cooking or open flames. I think that's gotta be one. Uh,
hmm
um, and then,
What do we have there? What's it look like?
um, uh, so there's a sink with a faucet. That's all there is. There's just, there's a counter, there's a sink. Um, uh, I mean, if somebody brought in a platter and they wanted to wash it, that seems like it would be fine.
hmm
Um, but um, but I don't think it's really like I think people can use the sink, but I think we can just take this out. I think we can just delete this dishwasher
Yeah,
facility.
that's what I was wondering
Yeah,
because people might want to have to be at least rinse something.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
rather than take it home dirty.
Okay.
the
Okay.
above
Users
one,
must
no cooking.
provide their own. paper goods and utensils.
And the one above
Mhm.
that needs to be made into a sentence.
Yeah, allowed at the end would take care of it.
Okay.
One thing I wondered if we would be willing to say we encourage the use of compostable, or if that's just not equitable because they're more expensive.
It's not equitable.
Okay.
Okay. Parking, you still have to talk to people, the highway department. Is that true?
No, I think we can say that this
It's okay.
is good.
I
Okay.
don't like discretion of approval of. I think the point here is that it can't be done unless you've already said it's okay.
Um,
Maybe arrange with library director approval.
With the approval of the
Well, it
library.
must be arranged. Because you'll have to get approval from the highway department, will you?
no.
You don't?
No, so here's how parking's gonna work at the highway department. Um, uh, so we can have overflow parking at the highway department when the highway department is not in use.
Mm-hmm.
So, after 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and on the weekends. And then for 6 months of the year, the highway department doesn't work on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
So for 6 months of the year, it's after 4 p.m. on Monday through Thursday, and then
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll know their schedule. And then, of course, if there's an active snow event happening,
Right.
then there can't be overflow parking happening there.
Right.
But you're the one who's gonna say yay or nay regarding, or do you want people to, I'm assuming you don't really want people to ask the highway
Yeah, we
department.
can't have people asking
No.
So,
okay. Um,
so maybe arranged, um, through the library director.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Give it a
yeah,
discretion.
there you go.
What if they don't know that they'll need overflow parking?
Um, well, are
Some
they
peop-
going to, how many people are they having at their event?
Right,
They
that'll be
think
part of the
there's they
application,
think
Right,
right?
there's 25
right. Yes.
and 50 show
Um,
up.
okay. Um,
Well, don't most of them have pre-registration?
Mm, for the stuff I do, it's 50-50.
right. I think people will have a sense of how many people will show up. And there's actually, with the overflow parking at the library, there's actually quite a bit of parking. There's 12 spaces in the circle. Two of them are handicap accessible spaces. And then I really think there's like room for 8 cars in the overflow parking area,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even 10 cars. So there's a fair amount. When we think of it, if an event has 50 people, that's not 50 cars. Um,
No,
and then
right.
the people setting up the event can make a point of moving their cars, across the
Mhm.
street first. I mean, that's what we'll do for library events. We'll park elsewhere if we're expecting a large crowd. Um, and then we also learned that it's really quite possible to park along Leverett Road. That there's quite a lot of shoulder, not this time of year. Um, but for a lot of the year, there's quite a bit of, shoulder parking along Leverett Road.
The I'm running out of words. The way this sentence sounds, what I imagine is somebody suddenly discovers
Right, I think we could
it's
just have
full.
overflow. We could start with overflow.
Yeah, I think it needs to be
Yeah.
Yeah,
reworded too. I know what you're saying, Brad. It sounds like, oh, then they'd have to call Mary Ann and say, well,
yeah.
we ran out
Right.
of
Okay.
space.
Okay.
And then I would just switch the clauses.
You mean like put the across
Well,
Leverett
maybe.
Road up by a road?
Yeah, because it sounds like the library director's across Leverett Road at the highway department.
All
Is
right,
Yes,
this
how
yes,
about
yeah.
at the highway through the library director?
Well, overflow parking at or across Leverett Road.
Right,
Yeah,
that's what I was
yeah,
suggesting.
Maybe
yeah.
arrange.
Yes.
Must be arranged. You say put must too, not may. Must be arranged.
Um,
And you want that to be arranged in advance, correct?
overflow parking at the highway department across Leverett Road must be arranged in advance
Yes.
through the library director. Okay.
Or
Yeah. Yeah.
designee. I would do that again. Because we're not just writing a policy for you, right? We're
Right,
trying to
right,
direct
right,
policy.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I ask can we qualify noise? Because like if you want to do some kind of concert, for example, um, there's going to be noise.
Right,
Um,
right.
and so can we,
Excessive noise?
yeah, I think so. Does anyone disagree with that? I mean, I'm not seeing this as a like major rock and roll venue or anything like that, but it may be audible outside the building, especially in the summertime if we do anything.
That part looks good with the addition of excessive. How about the next section?
I mean, it reiterates what we said above about the use of the kitchen, but I actually don't think that's a problem.
Right.
Right.
And so just making sure that means that we're never going to do like any kind of bonfire at the library. We would always do those behind the fire department or town hall or something.
Well, it's just inside, right?
No, it says on grounds.
Yeah. Under smoking and vaping.
Hmm. There, right now, there's not enough grounds to
Okay.
have a
Okay.
fire.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the next section? Liability and hold harmless.
We sometimes put library staff with staff capitalized and sometimes not. I think the last time we did it, it was capital. This is not. I think one previous to that was not.
We should make them all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think they should be capitalized because it's not a
Right,
title.
right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That section looks okay to me.
Hmm.
Okay, how about violations and loss of privileges?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Those two statements look fine to me.
You can take out Board of Trustees.
Where is that? Which section are you
Under
in?
policy review.
Oh, yeah, I thought we were still on violation and loss of privileges. Okay.
This place, I thought leaving the Library Board of Trustees as the full title, just
Mm-hmm.
because of,
Right.
Yes, because
Okay.
we're gonna put all our
Uh,
names there. Yes, we could.
okay.
You
So,
know, I feel like we spent a lot of time on the fee structure last time, so if it's as we talked about, I don't think I have an issue with it. I don't, except where it says local businesses are instructor occasionally use. I don't know if it's those two columns are blending together or something. I'm not sure what happened there.
what are you saying?
The
it's
local businesses are instructor occasionally
so
use.
we
Those two
did.
columns right after that sort of are blended together. I'm not sure what
Um,
happened.
in the nonprofit group,
No, the second one, local
I
business.
know, I just had
Yeah.
a comment on
Oh,
nonprofit
sorry.
before we get to local business.
I just moved some of the words around. I think it's fixing.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I think you can
Okay.
delete the space before events,
Where?
unless you're trying, well, now you have a space before
For
Uh,
or.
events
Oh,
yeah.
it's just
and
funny.
a fee.
Yep,
And you know what? And so when I make this into a Word
right,
document, yeah,
right. But my
that's
comment
okay.
is right there, free and open to the public.
Where are you?
Oh, why does
Oh,
it
okay.
You
these?
could have open to the public meetings that aren't free. You might say free, open to the public, rather than having an end clause.
Free, open to
Yeah, free comma open to public, open to the public, yeah.
the public meetings or events. Um,
Oh, back up a second. Local business over on the right, subject to library director. Don't we always write that out?
Yes, you're right. Should say library director, not just director. Are we good on this page?
I think so.
I had up the question on the next page. Um, where was it?
There's private social function. We have a library, 2 lines above where your cursor is.
It's about the fee from the previous page.
Right where your cursor is, go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I guess that was my question. I mean, once again, should you say or designee? Because, or, you know,
where are we?
right where you just were, up.
Subject to approval, you mean above?
Yeah, this fee may be waived at the discretion of the library director or staff.
No, staff can't waive a fee.
That's what I thought. That's why
Yeah.
don't think that belongs.
Okay.
I
Right.
didn't think that made sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Thanks for catching that. Okay. Um, let's see. And I'll put or designee here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put um I'm gonna put renter must remove um
The trash.
yeah. It's
Mhm.
you know what? Um it's good to have reminders.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, okay, okay.
I think this last one, other use, should just be the library director.
Unless you want our support for something, but then I
Right,
guess you would come to us,
right,
so it probably doesn't
right.
need to say that.
Yes.
Yeah, if you were like really struggling about a certain kind of
I
event.
think it's fine to leave and or trustees
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
because then that gives the library director the discretion to say, I really need to check with the trustees about this.
Yeah, that's a very
Yeah,
good point.
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
that's
it
good.
gives
Yes,
you cover.
yes,
I
Yeah.
would love to
yes,
help you, but the trustees say I can't.
right,
Yeah, it's true.
right, right.
I think we
Yeah.
did it.
Well,
Okay.
Wow.
setup
Good
and
job.
cleanup is kind of in the middle of
It's
the,
just how it
It's part of,
wraps.
so when we put this on a Word document, we'll
it
make all
won't do
the
that.
formatting look,
Okay,
Is
yes, okay.
Marianne, move down just a little bit again. Is setup one word?
dash.
Grammarly thinks it is.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Can we do the same with cleanup, just to follow the same rule?
We can see what Grammarly thinks. There we go. Grammarly likes it. Okay.
I was sure it was going to
You
say
know,
no.
since you called this Appendix A, it might be better as a separate page anyway.
Can we look at yeah, I just wanted to look at that paragraph before.
Yeah. Okay. Which one, Pam?
Down, go almost to the end, it's before the setup that was there. This receptions, wait a minute, I wanted to read that. Private gatherings such as small parties, showers, and
Reception
receptions,
and
or,
receptions.
or,
Or,
or
Or
receptions and or.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's a space with the $100 there. That
Yep.
maybe that's the way you want that. I don't know. Oh,
It's
yeah,
that's
okay,
a
I see it in
column.
line.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
if
didn't
And you
you
see
know
that.
what? So
if
these columns will have lines.
Yep,
yeah, you'll put
Yeah.
it in a table. Yeah, a
Yeah. It
table will
is a
make
yep,
it look
table.
clear.
that's
It is a
It'll
fine.
table. It
it'll
just
fit
needs the
better too.
lines.
It'll fit
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Yes. And
Okay.
that'll make it easier to read.
Any other
Yay.
comments that, or are we going to be ready to take a vote on it?
I'm ready.
So I have a suggestion that you don't vote on this until
Okay.
you've actually affirmed
Oh, right,
the
right. We're
Bill
going
of
to do that at the
Rights
next meeting.
and that other policy is
Yes.
created and approved. Um,
Yeah.
but here's so I've had well, so the indivisible group, they wanted to use the library at a time when it's already booked. And
Mhm.
then if we are actually open. And then and then but then the rec committee asked to use the library. And
Mhm.
so I think that the library director can have the discretion to go ahead and let other town departments and committees use the library before the final policy is approved. Just town
Town
committees and
committees, yeah,
boards.
yeah, that makes
And
sense.
then we won't let outside groups use it until the patron policy, code of conduct policy is done
Yeah.
and you've had the meeting where you've affirmed the Bill of Rights. Does that
Right.
sound fine?
Yes.
That
Yeah, that
sounds
sounds fine.
reasonable.
Okay.
Now, I'll volunteer if somebody wants to assist me on working on a draft of the patron policy. I said I'd do that like months ago and I never did. But I'll commit to
I'm
it since you're
happy to
gonna be,
help you if we
since you'll
can
be
work
rather
on
busy,
it.
Marianne. What's that?
I'm happy to help you if no one else feels strongly about it, but I would really need to do it sort of over the holiday break.
Yeah, that me too. That's fine.
Great.
Yeah. And when do we want to meet again? It'll be the new year. Maybe even in the new library. Maybe we don't have to be remote.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, wouldn't it? I mean, you're gonna need time to set up too, so what should we do? Should we just wait and see whether you're there? Otherwise, we'll just do it remotely. Do you need anything before the end of the January?
I don't think so.
Want to meet at the very
Um,
end of January, the 26th?
26th,
Yeah. Then
that
maybe
works for
maybe you'll
me.
be in. We can actually meet there.
Oh, that would be really great.
Wouldn't that be
If we're
nice?
not, I will be very sad if we're not in by then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that work for everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
What,
Okay.
what time?
7:30? Go back to the regular
Yep,
time?
that would be good. Because we covered a lot tonight. It was a good thing we did start early.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not sure yet whether I need to check a couple of things, travel schedule and things, but I'll let you know as soon as I can. Either way, it sounds like you have a quorum without me.
And Mary, and you can stop your share.
okay, that'll help because I can't see my calendar. Um, okay.
I can see you
Yeah, let
now.
us know soon, Kate, because that would be sad if we had our first meeting and you weren't there, in the new building. So, yeah.
Good
Okay.
point. Thank you for thinking of that. Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this has been a long time coming. We're the two oldest trustees, so.
I think, yes, and I feel that today.
My eyes were really starting to fade by the end. I don't know if I could have
Yep.
done much more looking at
All
screen.
right. I'll,
Okay.
I'll let you know as soon as I can if I can't make that.
Okay.
Thanks very
And
much,
then if not, we
everybody.
could put out some other dates as a possibility.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good night, everybody.
Okay,
Great
Thanks.
so
job. We did a great
7:30,
job.
January 26th is are what we're thinking now.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Happy
Okay. Great.
holidays.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Happy
All right.
too.
holiday,
Thanks,
everyone.
You
everybody.
too. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.